Welcome back to Quacks and Chats, a Beardisty podcast, and I'll be honest straight away, this is going to be quite a short one. It's not going to be all fancy either. This episode in the script that I've written feels a lot like it feels familiar. And not in a bad way, we're not going backwards. But it's a very season one way, because today you're not getting the polished version, you're not getting a hype version either. You're getting the content brain version. You're getting the man behind the beard and the bucket hat sort of version. Before I go any further, really clear about something. This isn't me being ungrateful. This isn't me dismissing anyone who's listened. If you're here right now, you matter genuinely even. This episode exists because people like you still listen and still care. So thank you. But let's get the intro playing.
Chats, a bearded Steve podcast. Bearded Steve podcast.
I think one of the hardest things about doing something creative, especially like a podcast, is it's very quiet. You don't get instant feedback. You don't get a room full of people nodding. You don't get people in stream laughing away. You just upload and wait. And when numbers are small and stuff isn't done, your brain starts telling stories it shouldn't, and it starts spiraling. Not people hate this stories, not this pointless stories, but little ones, subtle ones. Like, am I actually saying anything new? Is this helping anyone out there? And is this just me shouting into a void? And that's the dangerous part. Those thoughts don't come from ego. They come from caring. Like, this is my baby. This is what I love to do. And because if I didn't care, I would have stopped on episode 5. And here's the important bit. This isn't about numbers. I don't measure success by listens alone. I measure it by messages, by quiet DMs, by someone saying, this episode landed when I needed it. Those moments still happen. They're just quieter than my own head recently. I've talked about shutdown mode. For me, shutting down has always been a survival thing. Not dramatic, not destructive. Just going quiet, pulling inwards. Existing without performing. And usually it works. But if you can't tell, I'm done. It usually gives my nervous system space. It lowers the noise. It lets me breathe again. But yeah, this time it hasn't worked. This time the silence didn't reset me. It's just amplified everything. But me it's put my whole life trying to, Every doubt echoed louder. Every unanswered question felt heavier. Every task like it needed more energy than I can give out. And that's uncomfortable to admit. I don't open up. And I'm sweating because it's horrid. Realising your usual coping mechanism isn't doing its job anymore, it's scary. Not because something is wrong, but it means something needs adjusting. I'm not broken, I'm not spiraling, I'm not disappearing. We're still doing this. We've still got loads of episodes planned and a load of guests. I'm just in a dip. And dips don't mean failure. They just mean I need to recalibrate. So yeah, if I was truly done with this podcast, I wouldn't be recording this. I wouldn't be scripting it at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't be trying to explain where my head's at. I'd just vanish. But I'm still here because Quacks and Chats was never meant to be perfect. It was meant to be real, and that's why today's episode has come out. And real includes low energy weeks. Real includes frustration. Real includes questioning the grind without blaming the people who show up. Like, you guys are fucking amazing, and it'll get blamed, or I'll keep it in. You guys are bloody amazing. Just at a wall. And I want to say this: if you've ever listened, even occasionally, you were appreciated. You lot are not enough, and you're not the problem. The problem is sometimes my brain forgets how to be kind to itself. And yeah, you guys are bloody amazing. This episode feels like season 1 because season 1 was built in honesty. No expectations, no pressures, just showing up and talking. And maybe that's the reset I need. Not a format change, not a schedule change, not a dramatic announcement. Just remembering why I started talking into the mic in the first place. I'm not here to promise huge changes. I'm not here to tease a massive pivot. The podcast continues weekly, and it's going to try, after this one, I'm going to try and get 20 minutes, because consistency matters, even when the motivation wobbles. If this episode feels quieter, that's okay. Not every episode needs to be loud. I'm just going to have some honest and burnout ones, because it's, yeah. I'm sorry it's not longer than 10 minutes, but yeah, we're done. Next week we've got a festive countdown and celebrating Christmas and holidays, and then we're going to have a little break. And we're back in January. We're coming back with a guest that's all lined up. But yeah, for now, if you've listened all the way through, thank you. Not because you owe me anything, but because your time is precious, and you choose to spend some of your time listening to a 27-year-old in a bucket hat and a beard chatting absolute waffle. So thank you. But yeah, this week you've been listening to Quacks and Chats, a Bearded Steve podcast. Till next week, goodbye.
Thanks for watching Quacks and Chats with the bearded Steve. A bearded Steve podcast.